This is quoting from his speech. Quote, "I will push a constitutional amendment to oppose term limits on members of Congress," close quote. Now, that's right in line with Convention of States resolution. There are three kinds of amendments that we're proposing for the Constitution, and one of them is term limits on all federal officials. And when the convention happens, we'll see what they come up with. But I'd like to see term limits on the House and on the Senate. There's no need to have 85 and 90 and 95-year-old men and women in the Senate or in the House of Representatives. It's calcified. And we in Convention of States also want to see term limits for the federal judiciary. I mean, there's just no good reason that anybody should serve on the federal bench as long as they live, unless they get old enough that they want to retire, before they die in office. Mm-hmm. And so term limits is the ticket, baby. And personally, I can't speak for Convention of States, but personally, I'd like to see term limits on these bureaucrats, these entrenched bureaucrats. Once you've served in an agency for 8, 10, 12, 15, 20 years, maybe that's enough, and they all complain about, well, I can't make money. So go back into the private sector and make your money if that's what you want to do.
Well, like I pointed out in my soapbox segment, is that I think the only way this is going to come about is through a convention of states, because they're not going to. Congress is not going to vote, not going to pass this themselves.